I have got a little bit of guilty shame. Just before I left to come on this maiden voyage, first, sorry about the noise in the background. It's not Bell Street, it's not Burke Street, it's the ocean. So, as soon as you know that, forgive. Don't make me tell you the story. When I first met my wife, we went away for a weekend down Great Ocean Road, got a B&B that was not too far from the beach, and we was like, had a wonderful time, and drifted off to sleep, and woke up with the sound of the ocean rolling onto the beach. Went to the bathroom. It was the fan in the bathroom that was the sound. You couldn't hear the waves. So it's all perception. But now that you know, that's really waves. Okay, so this delivery, this box of shit arrived today from Temu. And I'm sorry, all right? I'm sorry, world, for being part of your imminent destruction. And I'll go through what was in it. It's like one mental sort of shopping spree that I went on. At least it's cheaper to go mental on Temu than go mental on like full Amazon or JB Hi-Fi or something like that. But it's still landfill, which we'll look at. But let's have a look. I don't know. Okay, I don't remember this. I will look in a minute. I'm going to look up that order and see what this is called. But I think I would have been trying to buy bowls, fold-up bowls. They're great for camping in the van. Except this one is full of holes. So I'm sure what it's for. There's a chance that it's something to do with air fryers, because I've got an air fryer. I didn't bring it, but I got an air fryer that will operate in this van. And but I didn't bring it because I'm just here to have a coffee, cook a meal in my pot tonight, and maybe some yogurt and nuts in the morning, and then I'm gone. So we'll say that for another day. Right, what else was in the shopping spree? I'm going to go to the main event. Car multimedia player. So looking at being a Kombi, the dashboard is steel, pressed steel, and the hole where the radio used to go was a modern looking rectangular shape, but it wasn't the standard din size, right? It wasn't that size. It was smaller. So people, traditionally, I think every other Kombi I've ever had has had that cut out a little bit bigger to fit a normal radio. Now the problem with that is normal radios kind of look a bit silly in the old dash, because nowadays they're like discos, aren't they? Or they're like poker machines, lights and stupid shit going everywhere, right? So anyway, I was looking on Amazon and I saw these $50. So it's just a radio. Right now, I'm using my phone is playing music through a little Bose speaker, which is terrific. It does the job. I can leave my dash alone. I'm straight on the road without missing out like the old days. However, for some reason I do like the radio, especially if you get out of town, and the footy's on, and stuff like that. You put the footy on, and there's no internet to get KO or whatever it is, right? No internet. So I thought that'd be good, and I nearly did it. And then I saw on Temu the identical thing they had for $25. So I went, okay, here's what I'll do. Look how narrow that is, right? These things these days, they don't have CD players anymore, cassettes. So they've worked out they can make them really, really narrow. And that means I could potentially put this in the glove box, g'day, or under the glove box. People think I'm weird just talking. Who you thought I was talking to? Because it's so short, and I could even bring it out of the dash where the blank is. Like build something that sits on the blanking plate, and then the cables can go through the smaller hole. But I thought for 25 bucks, sorry world, I will experiment with that. And if that works, a more expensive one that's that shallow will be able to fit because it's a standard DIN casing. I haven't looked, I can't remember, you know, Bluetooth, blah, blah, blah. It's good to be able to use the phone and shout at Siri and things like that. Don't know if you can with this or not, but that's it. That's an adventure for maybe another day. Last time I played with my wiring, I got stuck in the middle of nowhere with no headlights on this thing. So I won't be doing that anymore. Okay, controversy. No, I'm going to show you this one first. I'm thinking, what is that? Is it a speaker or something? And I bought 2 of them, so I must have been pretty confident. And that's what it is. Press a button, and you'll see a light. I press another button, and you may or may not see the temperature of the light change. Depends on whether that camera's on. It's pretty yellowy, and then anyway, so you can change the temperature. Then you can press it again. All right, I've lost control now. Press it and it's on. It's just a light. Press the button and it's on. Right? It's tiny. It reminds me of an iPod Nano back there, but a bit longer. So then you press it again. Flashes 3 times, and it becomes a night activated, right? Which means, oh look, I don't know what it means, but I think it's got a different sensitivity level or something. Maybe there's infrared in there or something. I thought if you had like that at night time, it comes on automatically. That's why I was covering up the sensor to see if it pops on. Then if you press it again, 1, 2, flashes twice, and then it's on. Now after a minute, that'll shut off. So this is a proximity light. So you could have it if you're at a campsite and with the kids or whatever, you can just wait. It's magnetic. Is that in shot? It's not, is it? Anyway, it's magnetic. You can slap it to the door or the roof or anywhere you like. And when someone comes back to the campsite at night, the light comes on. Or when they go inside, the light comes on. Or if someone comes snooping around or an animal or something, it comes on and you get an alert that someone's creeping around outside. Anyway, that was very, very cheap. So I bought 2, and it comes with these 2 like 3M type sticky pads. You can put them if you've got timber. Like I can put them up on the side of my thing. If you've got timber and it's just got metal on it so that you can magnetize it to that. So it's not only for metal cars. It suits me having a Kombi, but if it was all decked out and no exposed metal, it'd get tricky. You getting bored? Well, controversy. All right, quiz. What is it? It's magnetic. I reckon I can demonstrate. There's one thing on my list. Don't forget to bring, I said. But I think I might already have it. What's left of it. Can you imagine having, this is for adults only I reckon, not in that one, because can you imagine? How handy is that? Is it? It's magnetic. Imagine how the kids would go yoink and the whole thing would go boom, 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 boom. But there you go. I've got a fresh roll to put on for show. Can you tell I've got this urge to do a in fact, I set up an Instagram account once called Fill Land, or Landfill, before Temu even existed, with that dream of one day buying all this shit and playing around with it. The end, the home stretch is going to be boring, but look at this. Took me a second when this arrived because I've forgotten what it is. But it's a piss bottle. Look at that. I don't know how many peas it would hold. When you're my age, you don't want to go 2 times in the night walking for miles looking for a toilet in a caravan park. You can. Nice wide aperture, no paranoia there. But get this. I could be a hero with the ladies. Apparently, that's a lady attachment. So, I can keep the air of mystery. Apparently. It is what it is. So I thought I've bought one of those before, not long ago, and I was so kind of ashamed of it that I've tucked it somewhere. I can't find it. I know it's in here somewhere. All right, I think we're getting to the core of what started the whole process, and it's just cables. All it is a cigarette lighter style. It feels quality, like this bolts together. It's not just molded plastic, and that spring's firm on the end. You know, you just got to have that. So that's because, for now, what I use for power supply is a Blue Eddy AC 200 hour. Right? You look it up if you want. I absolutely love it, and we're just waiting on the complementary device that goes with it that allows you to use it to set up. It's going to be a device that will set up the 12 volt power for an RV or a camper van or something like that. Whereas for now, I can put this into it and get a certain amount of amps, but you couldn't run, a bank of 4 different things all at the same time if they were reasonably high draw, because it would cause a few problems. So, but for now, I need to get this because I've got an extraction fan and I just need a little bit of an extension on one. So I got 2. Oh, look at it. Carried away. You never know. And the absolute reason for everything, despite what I just told you about overloading, this will go into the machine. This end will go into the fridge, so there's less carry on. So the fridge is already routed to go around, across, under the floor, and into the area where the Blue Eddy is. So that one will be for the fridge. The other one will be for a little bank that's got a couple of USBs and 3 of these or something like that. But you do have to be disciplined as to what you put in it. You couldn't go putting a whole bunch of sort of heaters or anything like that. There's one more thing, and I know I left the boringest to last. But this little guy, it's a two-way spirit level. I'm a little bit concerned that I don't know what's already kind of level. So maybe I'll wait to find a car park or something. Like, no one ever makes concrete dead flat because they want rain to go on. Inside my shed maybe. But then you've got to get the camper to sit on concrete that you know is level. So then you can know. I could always just put it on the floor here. So you know what? Left to right is bang on, according to this. And it is favouring, it's up at the front. So I'm going to have my head at this end, which I like doing because I've got to get a CPAP machine to the power supply and so many cool things for, I'm going to say senior, but you know, post-middle-aged van life. Right, I'm going to just put that on night, see if it comes on when it gets dark. Probably has a timer. It needs to be dark for a minute or something like that. And that is all the goodies. I'd like to point out these little guys. No, these little guys each came with a USB-C charging cable. Wouldn't be the quality I'd use for an iPhone 15, but it'd be awesome. So there'll be what I'll do is I'll charge one up. I'll charge one up now, and then all the way, then leave it on as long as I can and see what happens. Are we done? I think we can.